Hi, I'm Erin from the YNAB team, and today I need to make some updates to my pet categories, and I thought I would take you along for the ride. So, just a little background information. I'm a huge animal lover, and I have 4 cats: Biggie, who's 9, Zoe, who's 8, and then I have 2 siblings, Theo and Delia, and they are 4. Over the last 2 months, I've had everybody in for updates, vaccinations, checkups, all that stuff. And I am finally done and caught up, and I want to reset my targets a little bit. I've had a very expensive medical year with the pets. Zoe was diagnosed with epilepsy last year, and it's taken a few appointments and some trial and error with medications to get that under control. She's doing great now. And then last fall, I lost my senior dog, and end of life care is always a little bit expensive. So, what I've learned and what I'm trying to do today is I've learned that I'm just underestimating the cost of these animals. Despite the fact that I've had animals my whole adult life and I've been using YNAB since 2006, I'm just shooting too low on the targets. And I ended up overspent and shuffling things around. So I want to try to see if I can fix that today so that I'm in a better position moving forward. So let me show you how I've got things organized here. So I'm overspent on one category, and I'm going to jump over to the plan. And I've got a focused view going for all of my pet costs here. And you can see that that overspending is from Biggie's dental on Friday. So I have cats' daily needs, which is just food and litter and treats and all of that. And that's just under my day-to-day spending category. And then I have pets. And what I've just decided to do, and I did this a few years ago, and I found it really, really helpful, is I have a category for every animal for vet visits. And I just found that gave me a lot more clarity on how to manage their care. When I had just cats medical, I just was never really sure if there was enough in there. So this way I've been better prepared. So I have Biggie has one, Delia, Theo, and Zoe. And then Zoe also has a medications category group because she has ongoing medications that I need to purchase for her, and I need to track that separate from the vet visits. It just makes sense in my mind that way. And then I have emergency pet medical, and I found that to be just really, really helpful because you don't always know what's going to happen throughout the year. And then finally, I have pet boarding because I sometimes go away and I need someone to check on them, especially now that Zoe's on daily medications. So, first thing I'm going to do here is cover the overspending, and I am going to take that out of emergency pet medical because that's what that is for. And we'll take care of that. Done. Excellent. Okay. So now I want to take a look at each target. I haven't been setting as much aside as I need to, and I want to adjust those targets today. I'm not going to change anything on cats' daily needs because that's fine. There's plenty of money in there, and I haven't had any issues with that category. But if I tap on Biggie and I tap on the details, you can see that I've had his target set at $25 a month. So he had his dental on Friday, and he no longer has any teeth. So he probably won't have another dental again, but he is 9 years old. So I'm going to double this and set this to 50. And that's going to make me feel a little bit better. Excellent. And then for Delia, she's the other one that had a dental. There's $150 left in there. And that's great. I'm going to leave that where it is. And if we tap on the target here, you'll see that I've only been setting $15 a month aside for her and her brother Theo because they were younger. They were kittens and they've been in excellent health. But now that she's had a dental, the chances are high that she'll have another one. So I'm going to jump this up. There's already 150 in there, so I'm just going to change this to 25. And that will help a little bit, put me in a better position, I hope, anyway. So that's good for her. And then Theo is probably the healthiest cat I have. He's also the Prince of Mischief, so he will probably outlive us all. And I'll go here. He's very sweet, though. And I've been doing, as I said, 15 for him, so we're going to also change that to 25. And, over the course of the year, that will build up over time. So it's also, you can see that it's asking for more money. I'm not going to add any more money right now. We're near the end of April. It's been a month of checkups, so I'm just going to snooze it for now, and we'll start all of this next month. All right, and then Zoe's vet visit. So there's 300 in there. I do think that it would be great if I could add another 300 over the course of the year. Her teeth looked great, so I'm not too worried about that, but she does have ongoing issues, so let me just see. Set aside another, so it's already set at 25, which over the year would be another 300 or so. So I think I'm just going to leave that for now. That should be okay. And then her medication category group, I can't remember what I was doing in here. 25. I'm going to actually up that. She's on quite a few medications. I'm just going to up that to 50 for now, and we'll see how that goes. And again, that's also snoozed. I had to kind of take money out of a bunch of these categories as things were going along. Typically what I do is I just pull it out of the other pet categories, and then I do pet medical last, but I'm thinking that's probably not my best approach. So what I really want to do is I want to get pet medical up to, I don't know, 2,500 or so, and you can see I'm about halfway there. So I think I'm just going to set this up so that I have another 100 a month going on in here, and that should be good. I'm going to set aside $100 a month. And if that gets up to 2,500, that will put me in, I think, pretty good shape, considering that everybody else will have money in their categories too. And let's snooze that. We'll do all this starting next month in May. And then that's pet boarding. That looks pretty good. So it's a lot of money, but they're important to me. And this is a priority for me. So that should set me up better for next year. I just don't like to scramble, especially when it comes to the things that are really, really important and precious to me. Thanks for watching.